Are you ready to learn? Because my super experienced guests are ready to share some really valuable information. Make sure and listen all the way to the end to get help and support. So let's start with the best audio experience.
What's up, guys? Welcome anyone to our show. Good people, bad people, anyone. Just welcome to our show. Today we discuss about social media and personal development with Brigitte Bartley. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a big pleasure. Check out your profile. You have extended experience. Before we start, just tell more about yourself, your experience, background, and why you decided to take this topic.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? It cut out.
Tell more about your experience and background.
Yeah, so I have quite a broad experience, but from a professional background, my corporate background is human resources. So I worked in automotive manufacturing for about 5 years in human resources. I did hiring, terminations, employer relations, training. I loved it. I loved working in that environment. When I had my first son in 2001, so he's 21 years old now, we decided that I would become a full-time mom. And for the next 13 years was a full-time mom. I raised 3 children. And after that, I started an online business in 2011. In the time frame of having 3 children, nutrition became a big deal for me. And I thought, why not pursue your passion? So that's when I started the online business. I had a clothing line in between all of that as well. And at the time in 2011, nobody was on social media, right? So I thought, it's free marketing. I don't have a warm market. I can just start sharing. And then for the next 11, 12 years, just built my business on social media. And through then, other social media marketing. I saw that you recently did a show on influencer marketing. So I've done influencer marketing, or still do. And then luxury real estate fell in my lap like 2 years ago. And with the audience I have, I've done really well with real estate through social media. So that's about 5 or 6 careers in about 12 years.
Nice. Yeah, for me, it's hard to imagine 3 kids and you have a good shape, very good, I don't know how it's possible.
They
Yeah,
keep me young, but yeah, that's my online business is nutrition. So product of the product. And one of the things that I've always taught people is, as professionals, regardless what your profession is, we require good nutrition, because otherwise we don't want to be working tired and sluggish. So yeah, thank you though.
Love it. Okay, can you unhide your secrets, to cover 3 directions: social media, real estate, and nutrition? I think it's hard, but want to know more about that.
Yeah, it's sometimes challenging because I'm so multi-passionate. So a lot of times when I'm with real estate clients, we're talking about nutrition and we're talking about social media and we're talking about spiritual stuff. But like I said, from the nutrition aspect, I had a life-changing experience with my oldest son. He had some health challenges when he was younger, and what a lot of times we tend to have our biggest wake-up calls when we're in the midst of a challenge, right? So I started researching nutrition, and detoxing the body was something that kept coming up. I was learning about things like meats and dairy and soy and how it harms our body. And I thought, well, it's food. Like, what harm is it going to do if we just change our diet? And within 6 months, his health started to turn around. And it was a lifestyle that I adapted within our whole family. And, it's been 15, 16 years, and, we're still as healthy as can be. But I'm always looking for ways to, like, what I call biohack the body, how to function at full speed. And, now being a professional, as we can have some long days, especially in real estate. I may have 4-hour days, I may have 16-hour days, but I travel a good bit with my real estate. And the last thing I want to do is be sluggish and tired. So I keep my health still at a priority. And I still help, some other professionals and do some one-on-one consulting in that regard. And then social media for me is just an outlet. It's an outlet for me. You might see me one day on LinkedIn sharing about, like yesterday, I did a combination of, the benefits of sunshine. But then I added one of the houses that, that I had listed and recently sold, because it was a view of the sun and the golf course. So I'm learning to just kind of shift a little bit of that branding, so that way I can really encompass, all the passions together. But yeah, I social media, I could go on and speak more in depth on it, but I'll let you ask the questions.
Nice, nice. I have similar experience. In 2019, I was in Turkey with my family, and when I came back, I got flu. And couldn't recover for 45 days, a lot, and that was a turning point for me, because I decided to change my lifestyle as well. And after that, I changed my many bad habits to good habits. I started to eat much better, healthy food. I take cold shower every single day.
Good.
It doesn't matter what's going on. I do it. I still hate it, but I do it, and, for over 3 years, I didn't get any flu, cold, or any other related diseases with that. Even more, in Ukraine, I had seasonal allergies for 3-4 months, and each year I got more and more pills, to overcome it. But I don't know how that happened, but all this allergy disappeared after
Yeah.
taking a cold shower every single day. So I think you don't need to pay for medicine, pills, for pharmacy. Just change your lifestyle, find good habits, develop them. And it's not only knowing your problems, it's more about changing lifestyle. Yeah, it takes time to learn, to analyze how you can change. And I think many good things. It doesn't mean that you need to take cold shower if you hate more than me. No, but you can find what works for you. So yeah. Simple,
Exactly.
love it.
Well, and for people to understand, when they have a symptom like allergies, it's your body's way of speaking to you. Your body speaks. And, if you have headaches all the time, there's a reason you have headaches.
Yeah.
And, I am a big advocate for, like you said, lifestyle. I love eating out. I love French fries. I love hamburgers and ice cream and those things. But for the most part, I am feeding my body with whole foods and supplements and greens. And I don't do the cold showers yet, but I know people that do, and there's so many benefits for your lymphatic system. And they say it's good mental toughness, but there's a lot of other things that, I like to do that is just good for overall health. And when I talk about health, nutrition's a part of it, but I'm a big advocate of like mental health, emotional health, the psychological, the spiritual health, relational health, again, and it goes back to, it all affects our profession. I mean, if we have all these things on the back end that aren't working well for us, that does initially affect our job and our performance and what we're bringing to the world.
Nice, love it. By the way, you are in Florida. You can come here. We have a cold bath. You can try
I
it.
know. Next time I definitely will. Next time I'm there. I loved it down there. It's again going into like health. It's rare that I have taken vacations. I travel a lot, but it's always been work related. And so last week was one of the first times I took a true vacation. I did a little bit of work, but it wasn't like I never even opened my laptop in 6 days. It was
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah, I wanna check out one technique to turn off your smartphone, laptop on Friday evening and tune on Monday morning. It's hard for me. It's very hard because I need to reply to so many questions even on the weekend. But yeah, I definitely need to check it out.
Good for
Okay.
you. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just I read about this technique, but I don't know when I find time, to to analyze how it works. Okay, let's talk more about social media. Can you tell where to start today if someone wanna build I don't know their personal brand on social media? Where to start? What to do? How to choose the right social media today?
Yeah, so that's social media has become really my number one platform of how I've built my health business, and how I've even built my real estate business. And a lot of people, I feel like, make it complicated. So in my online business, I had a lot of other leaders, affiliates that worked under me. So I trained them on social media and how to share. And the visual that I use for them is, imagine a bicycle wheel. So a bicycle wheel has it has the spokes in the wheel, right? So imagine the bicycle wheel with 5 spokes. You need the spokes for the wheel to stay balanced. And so in social media, when people are wanting to brand, I say, what are 5 things that represent you? What are 5 things that you enjoy? For me, it's my family, it's my faith, it's nutrition, it's real estate, and then it's just travel, just fun, inspiration. And I will share all 5 of those on my social media. One day you will see me post a recipe. The next day I'm selling a house. The next day I'm sharing the beach with some motivation. Because if, there's so much, social media is loud these days. Everyone is selling something on social media. Even I'm selling something on social, like we're all selling something. And people they love to buy, but they hate being sold. And so I feel like what I have learned for myself and what I've taught other people that has been effective, when you're showing up as your true, authentic self, people naturally want to work with you because they're not feeling sold. When you open up some of these accounts and they're constantly selling a pill, selling a shake, selling a product, it's like sell, sell, sell. Why do you want to go to their page anymore? Like I go to your page when I look at it on LinkedIn, and every post is different because you're sharing something different with the value that you're bringing. And people want to see, who they're working with. And, products, people don't want to buy products. They want to buy the solution. And for me with real estate, because that's my focus right now, it lets people know, this is how I market, but also this is who you're going to be working with, because when we go look at houses and properties and we're working on developments together, I'm talking about just like this. I'm talking about nutrition. I want to hear your story. I want to hear about your family. And you develop that relationship with people, and social media is very much the same way. It's just sharing truly who you are. It's sharing your story.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, because it's really true. For example, I often see when many content creators are, they it's like overselling, everything. They try to, I don't know, to sell all their products from one post. They wanna share about their e-commerce products, but nobody cares about them. People are on social media to get value. So for example, if I open profiles, I can check out I'm SEO guru. What? Ren Fishkin couldn't tell me this. Neil Patel never pronounced this, but you're SEO guru, no way, man. It's more about sharing how you can help others, how you can support them. and it's more about sharing value. So if you submitted something like this on your social media account, just remove it and write how you can help, because nobody cares about you. Everyone wanna get more value. If you know the way how to bring this value, just do it. And consistency. Can you tell about your consistency? And because you mentioned that today you can share about I don't know, real estate. The second day about nutrition. You remind me Elon Musk, who can build cars in one day, in the second day space machines, and in the third day he probably will buy Twitter. So tell more about your consistency.
Yeah, so some people will create a content calendar. I don't do that. I tend to just share in the flow of things, because I don't know what I'm going to be feeling next Tuesday. I'll look back at my social media for the last several days, and I'll know, okay, it's time to share real estate, or it's time to share about nutrition. But I literally just share, my life in the moment. Last week, I shared about, being in Florida. But a lot, I found for me, when I travel, I will tend to pick up more followers because they want to see, like, what you're doing and stuff. And so in between those posts, those social posts, I'll put in like something I'm selling, which is my real estate, or, this is what we just sold. And so again, I'll even, tell people, you don't have to post every day. Yes, there are some days that I may post twice a day, morning and night, because I have, that content to share. But if you don't have anything on your heart or mind that day, then you don't have to share, because it's really about the quality over the quantity. People, I feel like it's better to share 3 times a week and it's good quality content than sharing every day, twice a day, and it's just a bunch of inspiration mumbo jumbo type stuff. Another thing with social media that I feel is very important is the engaging on social media and supporting other entrepreneurs and other professionals on social media. That's another way that is really strong in growing our network and our business too.
Yeah, got it. I have quite different strategy, because I usually post as maximum as possible, and
Yes.
I've learned the strategy from Gary Vee, and he shares that what you need to do to think more about quantity than quality. I can tell why I'm doing this. I agree with him about that, because when you post a lot, you can improve quality as well. It's hard to create quality without quantity.
Yes.
That's why I usually create a lot of content at scale, short videos, long videos, medium videos, short posts, long posts, audio podcasts, many stuff. And each time I can feel much better, a little bit better, with creating content, improve my confidence. I remember when I started to film my first video, I felt that it's better to break my leg than film this video, because I was a shy boy. I didn't have any confidence, but during some time after filming 100 videos, when you love the process, and I agree with you about to be yourself. It's the best thing ever. For example, I can't dance, I can't sing, so I don't create this content because it's not mine. But when you do what you love, when you keep doing with this, you can find your audience. So for me, it's the best way of consistency to post a lot. It's my strategy.
Yeah.
You have yours.
Yeah. Now, for years, I did that. For when I started building in 2008, or posting on social media, and then my business, I launched it in 2011. I was posting a lot of content. So here's the thing: there's no right or wrong way to do it.
Sure.
The key is learning, as you know, what works best for you. So
it's more about priorities,
Yes.
if you have other things to do and they bring a lot more for you, so just do it. For example, if I have more time, I will post more, but I have no this time. I need to handle my business, to go ahead with other my projects,
Mhm.
SEO tools, customers, clients. But in most cases, I love what you do. That's why I don't care a lot, about anything else. Okay. I want to ask you about your third strong side, about hiring the right people. Can you tell how to find today the right people for your team? Because I remember 10 years ago, I just registered accounts on famous platforms, and I didn't use any services from um, HR specialists, recruiters. But today, I think it's very hard to find responsible people who can, who can bring more to your company, not just common people. Provide more insights about finding the right people today.
Yeah, well, some of it just really goes to social media. I will
Mhm.
elaborate more on this, but
Yeah.
attraction marketing is how I like to term that. When you're sharing your content, when you're sharing who you are, people will naturally just show up. Because, I mean, look at how you and I connected. We just connected on social media because, we had like minded people. We were vibing in the same, like we just agreed on our way of life and what we like to put out into the world. um, but another way too, I personally message with people on social media.
Mhm.
You can tell if someone is being authentic or not, or appropriate or inappropriate. But, when I see people, like every connection that I get on social media, I send them a message, of, welcome to my network. You'll see me share a lot about, nutrition, lifestyle, real estate. And I'll just put my name and my website. I don't ask for a phone call or, but I will start some engaging. And, I've made some great friends just through LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. And it takes time, just like relationships. The thing is different, 10, 20 years ago, they were doing like belly to belly. You'd have to go to a coffee shop to get to know someone. Now, with technology and social media, we can get to know people just by messaging and getting to know people. Um, sometimes like on someone's post, instead of commenting on the actual post, sometimes I'll just message them directly. Thanks for your recent post on influencer marketing. I can totally relate to, how this works, and just start a conversation. And one thing, usually just kind of leads to
Yeah.
another. And then two, sometimes people will just reach out and say, tell me what you do. I'm fascinated. I want to be a part of your team. Because again, like people are just attracted to your energy and your vibe and what you put out there.
Love it, love it. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about finding the right people. My second question. Uh,
Yeah, finding the right
mhm.
people, it's like sifting through sand.
Mhm.
It's like the interview process. I mean, this just goes back to my human resource background.
Mhm.
Um, you may have to talk to 10 people to find one
Mhm.
good one. And it's really just talking to people and reaching out to people, in as regards to using social media, using groups. There's
Mhm.
Facebook groups, there's Instagram, or not, there's not, but there's Facebook groups, there's LinkedIn groups. That's a great way to connect with people and connect with people that are like-minded. I love being in groups because you
Mhm.
can just, there's nutrition groups, there's real estate groups, there's, um, plant medicine groups, there's all sorts of groups. And that's just how, I find a lot of people and how a lot of people find me.
Nice, nice. How do you share this time with groups? I mean, like you just divide, I don't know, like to spend an hour a day or 2 hours a day or a week. Can you tell more about that?
Yeah. So really, I don't share a lot in groups, but I engage.
Mhm.
So very much like with LinkedIn, um, seeing how people are sharing and supporting their posts that they're putting in there, but also engaging in the conversation of, if they post like some inspiration, and then it's just having a conversation. Except when you're engaging in the group and you're publicly commenting, you're opening up to, it's basically a public forum. It's a public conversation. And that's just for people, working on the social media side. Now on the personal side, I love meeting people in coffee shops. That's like a big thing is, you go to a coffee shop, and I love just going and sitting with my laptop and like seeing who I can meet. Because, you never know.
Uh-huh.
Again, I've met some amazing people in coffee shops.
Nice.
And it,
Okay.
and too, it's just asking people the right questions, taking it offline, and just getting to know people and seeing how you connect, how you vibe. And some people you just, there's some people you just don't get along well with, you don't click. But then there's some people you're like, okay, I like him. Like, I like her. Good.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Okay. I'm interested about the right engagement. You mentioned a few times engage with people, build relationships. How to engage? For example, if you start from scratch and you wanna engage with some people, probably future clients, probably just relationships. It doesn't matter. You build relationships. How to start this engagement, and how do I know that I'm doing a good job about that? Yeah.
Yeah. So usually, if somebody comments on my post, I always go on their page and I'll comment on a couple of posts as well. So engagement is just a post that you resonate with for someone else. Like I just did it with one of your posts yesterday. You were talking about, you interviewed about influencer marketing, and, I commented underneath it of how much I agreed with the content that was shared on that show regarding influencer marketing. And so that's just an engagement. Like I could relate to that interview. I agreed with it. So I just shared my opinion. Um, and so, if it's somebody that is posting about their children, maybe it's, congratulations to your son that just graduated high school. Or if it's someone that shares a recipe, that looks amazing. Going to add that to my recipe list. So it's again, it's keeping it simple, but it's creating that interaction and that dialogue with people, and it's a first way to, really to meet them.
Nice, nice, love it. Yeah, I never thought about compliment. For example, I need to check it out the strategy as well, because I usually share additional value. For example, if I comment on other posts related to mine, I usually share some extra value. If I'm so tired, I have no time, I can write thank you, a good post, because it's if only I have this good post. But yeah, if you want to get real, I
Mhm.
don't know, real deal, you need to share additional value with that. Okay. I have the question about personal development. Where to start? For example, if I don't know something, I can feel good. My business is going ahead, but sometimes people can feel. No, not sometimes. Often, I check out recent study that over 40% of people have mental issues.
Mm.
Can you tell about that? How probably many who can watch this live stream or listen on audio podcast have this mental issue, because 40%, it's a lot. Just tell how to check it out, to analyze that something is wrong, and to handle the process.
Yeah. Well, and that's a great question. Personal development can look different for every person. And
Mhm,
so, when I have my life coaching certification, I did this with my team, and I would ask people like where they felt like they were being held back. And I think this can be applicable for anyone, but like where do people feel like they have the most challenge, and where do they feel like they are held back the most?
mhm,
And that would be like where to start. We're always evolving as humans, we're constantly evolving. So, what I may have had challenges with 2 years ago is completely different than what a challenge might be today. Like for me personally, 2 to 5 years ago, I was an overworker. I didn't take care of myself as far as like sleep. I mean, all I did was work, 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 work. So that was something that needed some attention. Not only self-care being, okay, create some time for yourself, Bridget. Like, do something that you enjoy. For me, it was hiking, and spending time outside, like getting more sleep. That's personal development. But there have been times where I would just go to a bookstore and I would see like what book would speak to me. Like, what book do I need to read today? Like in the personal development side. Um, but I actually have on my website a long list of books that I recommend for people, in regards to professional personal development, spiritual. Um, there's just leadership. There's so many good authors and programs out there. For someone that's a beginner and they don't know where to start, I would say first thing in the morning, take 15 minutes to yourself and then just write 10 things that you're grateful for the day, and then set your intention for the day. Like, set your intention for the day and visualize it and feel what you want to create that day. And just
Mhm.
that alone, 15 minutes maximum. And just, taking time to just like breathe and, saying like what your intentions are and you're going to be productive today, and setting that out there. That just in itself is a good start. And then take a cold shower.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I just do only the last one.
Yeah, I know.
But
I was adding that in
yeah,
for you because I know that you say it's powerful.
yeah, it's very powerful. Yeah, it's more about it helps to avoid many illnesses. Any kind of illnesses, including allergies, because doctors told me allergy. If you take cold shower, you can help with allergy, but they were wrong, about that, because it definitely helps. I don't know why.
Right.
I'm not a doctor, but I think it's like to improve your immune system. When you
Mm.
improve your immune system, that means your body can overcome some illnesses, including allergy. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I have the question about social media. Let's get back to that. How to find interesting ideas? Because people often ask me, I don't know what to post. Probably I have one post, two posts, like five, but then I have no idea. Can you tell from your experience where you find these ideas, how they inspire you, and how to measure results from your posts?
Well, it goes back to like what you're interested in.
Mm-hmm,
When like, what are 5 things that represent you? We all have, various components that make up who we are.
mm-hmm,
And so, for me, I love the spiritual work. I love the inner development. I love nutrition. I love that holistic lifestyle. So I'm always reading about like the benefits of the sun, or this supplement that can help, or how do I have a strong immune system. So if it's something for me that's like, oh, that's a good idea. Well, if it was a good
mm-hmm,
idea for me, or if it was like an aha moment for me, then it's going to be a good aha moment for somebody else. So a lot of times I think we discount the value that we have. We think like nobody wants to hear about that, but actually they do. It's really just sharing what we already know.
mm-hmm,
And, for me, like I said, I've shifted because I have multiple passions, is combining, the inspiration with the real estate. I show pictures of the house, but then I put some inspiration with it as well. So it combines both together.
mm-hmm.
You know, hopefully everybody is reading something. Like, everybody should be
Mhm.
reading a book or listening to something inspirational. Even just sharing straight from that itself can be content.
Yeah, I've seen a few houses from your social media account. Yeah, I wanna buy them. I need to earn a little bit more money, but yeah, I definitely know where I can buy some houses in the future
They're huge.
because.
Yeah, we have some massive houses for sure. And when I was in Florida last week, that was one of the things that I even shared was, we took a boat down the Intercoastal Waterway and we were looking at the real estate. And so
Mhm,
because I'm in luxury real estate and because I was traveling, again, that was something else that I combined together. was, showing people on my page those 15, $20 million houses while I was on the boat. Because here's the thing, when people open social media, they are looking to like three things: educate, empower, and entertain. Those three things. So educate, empower, and entertain. It's entertaining that I was on the boat. Like, when you sit at your computer, imagine like all these people and I'm just referring to just LinkedIn, but these are business people sitting in offices and they open up their LinkedIn. Like they want to see something refreshing. They want to see something inspirational. They don't want to see bored statistics of the stock market. I mean, they do, but like it's just social media, and that's how you can stand apart: is educate, entertain, and empower.
Nice, yeah. And you mentioned about reading books. I usually do it, and I remember when someone asked me where to find time because they have no time to read books, and I replied to them, "Do you have time to watch TV?" People overwatch TV 6 hours a day. If you have time to watch TV, you have all this time to read books. Yeah, before sleep. And even if you want to improve your quality of sleep, just read books, before sleep. Many famous, I remember even, let me remind this name. It doesn't matter. Okay. Even American presidents, many other celebrities, they usually read books before sleep because, it helps to improve the quality of sleep and to gain new knowledge and to get ideas what to post on your social media if you want to grow.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and now there's Audible. When people say they don't have time to read books, turn your car into a mobile university. Play Audible in your car, download it on Audible, and just listen to the book.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Okay, let's talk about predictions. What kind of prediction are you expecting today? About social media. Do we need to grow our social media profiles, or it's better to find something else because AI might replace us in one day? What do you think about that?
Yeah, so I have a few things to share on that. On social media itself, it's definitely going to more video. That's with, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Facebook loves Facebook Live. So you do a lot better with Facebook Live. Instagram, it's going to more reels and more video, IGTV, LinkedIn, as you know, like more video. And the two things that I highly recommend people to do, because with social media, you don't own your content. Once you put that out there, and of course there's YouTube as well, but once you put it out there, you don't own that content. So I encourage people to start creating an email database as well as a text list. Email is still effective, but the newest trend, what's happening, are text messages. Everybody opens text messages. The open rate for a text message is like 98%. I mean, I don't know the exact stat, but anytime you get something on text, you're going to open it. So definitely video for social media, and create an email list, and then create a text list.
You're right, because for example, I can ignore spam on email, but I can't ignore spam on my SMS. I often open all spam. I don't know why.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't recommend to spam anyone, but yeah, it's true. About SMS. You often open any SMS that you get on your smartphone. Okay, I have the last question. You share a lot of valuable insights. Love it. But can you tell our audience how they can learn more about social media today? If they start from scratch, you have your experience, and for example, if you start today, according to your experience, what is better to learn?
For someone that's new starting on social media, my suggestion would be to find people that you connect with and relate to. There are so many different people in the platform now. And I would see who you connect with and do what they're doing. Follow what they're following. If they're constantly doing video, do video. If they're, doing lifestyle photo shoots, do lifestyle photo shoots. I think a lot of people complicate and overcomplicate their brand on social media. Literally, your social media is a virtual business card. It's just a representation of who you are. People want to see people. People want to see people that are vulnerable and real and relatable. They don't want to see perfect people out there. And so, like, for the women that are posting, these super edited photos, and like, that's not relatable to men or women. But it's really just being yourself, being authentic, and there's no wrong way to do it. Now, there's going to be better ways as you continue to grow, but there's no such thing as a wrong way to do social media. I mean,
Love
in ready is never going to happen. Like, ready is a lie. You're never going to be ready. So just do it.
Love it. Love it. Yeah. Okay, Brigitte, it's a big pleasure to get on my show, to learn from you. You share a lot of valuable insights. Tell our audience how they can reach out to you, learn more about you, follow you.
Yeah, absolutely. On my website, BrigitteBartley.com, it has all my social media channels on it. It's just first name, last name.com, but I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. I'm happy to connect with whoever on there. So just go to my website and you'll see all the social media links there.
Nice. Okay, guys, you can find all these links in the description below. Listen us on Apple, Google, Spotify. Thanks again for your time. A big pleasure, love it. Love to learn another side of the story, to compare with mine and think how I can go ahead. Okay, guys, thanks for listening, watching us.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.